First, we're gonna go with my main man right here. State your name, player.
El Black, the East Coast Bully, Millionaire Flow Kid, Vixen Gang Bully Squad, the Revolution. We in the building with Greg Nice.
Yeah, the East Coast Bully. You know what, man? I'm gonna go back to when I first saw one of your videos. I was sort of intimidated. But you know how some people rap and they talk gangster and they really not feeling it. You know, he's talking it, but I can't see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with you, which one was it? I can't remember which one it was.
Okay.
You was talking real grimy. Yeah, I mean, you was really talking some real gangster. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? All right, let me go back to what part of town you from?
I'm from North.
You from North Philly? What part of North Philly you from?
17 for Lehigh.
17 Lehigh. You know what? I used to live around there.
Right there.
I
was right on Chadwick.
Okay, yeah. This was way back when I was a kid, but it's some real gangsters breed in North Philly. You know what I mean?
All over the city.
But North Philly is like the breeding ground for gangster rap music. You know what I'm saying? So with Gilly and it's a host of other cast, man, that I don't want to name right now. But we gonna focus on you right now. What you got going on right now? What kind of projects you working on?
Right now, I got the Dreams Up, the Philly rap chick in the streets right now, the street album. We working on Project 100. That's 100 music videos.
100 music videos?
Yeah, I need 100 of them.
Wow.
I need 100 of them. And we got Tokyo Rose working on her joint. Project.
Okay.
She got Crazy Joe on the Streets Man of the Year video.
Okay, yeah.
I'm working on a lot of stuff. I be working so much, this I gotta slow down. Cause I wanna put another mixtape out. I just put one out.
We trying to flood them.
You just put a mixtape out, what's the name of it?
The Dreams. Oh, it's a street album, but you know, mixtape format, you know what I mean?
Okay. You know what, I was thinking like, you know, is there another side to you besides gangster?
Yeah, like I make good music. I like the authentic East Coast flow. Like a lot of everybody now, I can't tell if they're from the East Coast or where they from with all the rappers. They all got the same flow.
Right.
So it's like I like the Nas, the early Jay-Z, the Biggies, Tupacs. I like some South rappers.
Yeah.
I just don't like everybody that sound like them.
Yeah.
Like Philly don't got an authentic sound no more. But I can't blame them. That's all they hear on the radio. If you're a young buck, all you heard was this South the last 9 years.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So everybody's sort of pattern themselves after other other states. You know, other rappers from other states. You know what I mean? Now, Philly is known for battle rapping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of big wigs in the industry, they checking for Philly, but it's hard to convert battle rapping into a record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's what Philly is labeled for.
Right.
You know, we're labeled as they just a bunch of battle rappers.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hot 16s, they got hot rhymes, but can you make a record?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Can we turn what you have into some cash?
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, I talk to all the rappers that come through here, rap artists that come through here about this subject, because this subject is very, very important.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who are you checking for right now? Who you spinning right now?
Like underground or
like mainstream?
Mainstream. I like Drake. I like Wayne.
Right.
East Coast. I like we ain't really got nobody. Like
actually,
we got a few people, but
we got a few.
They don't got that authentic East Coast sound, the new wave.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There's a couple. Joey Badass. He's a.
Oh yeah, from Brooklyn. Yeah. He definitely got that underground grind.
Boy out called Troy Ave.
Yeah, I heard of him.
Yeah, he's nice with it. but it's hard. It's hard to convert. Like I said, it's hard to convert the battle rapping of Philly into into a record.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, Cassidy, great battle rapper.
Right.
Great battle rapper. Great spitter, a great spitter, but when it comes to making records,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right, I know.
Now, Cassidy, that's my man. I listen to his music. When I want to hear some bars, I listen to Cassidy.
Right, like I like the mixtape Cassidy. Better than the song Cassidy. So I know what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's we have to change that.
Right.
We definitely have to change that. You know what I mean? I know it's hard. It's hard to change. It's hard for a leopard to change his spots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's where we come from. Meek Mills was. What do you think of Meek Mills right now?
Like, he's a great song maker, but he fall into, like, he got that sound that's winning now, which is actually not the Philly sound, but it's the new wave sound.
Yeah.
But he winning with it. Like, he can make songs.
Yeah, exactly.
He could go hard too. That's why he get the respect he do, cause you can put him in a room with spitters and he gonna spit.
Right.
And you could say go make a song about this.
Right.
He could give you a song that you won't normally get accepted coming from Philly.
Now, exactly my point. When he made those Flamers joints, when the Flamers 1, 2, and 3, and etc., I didn't know who he was until I saw him at Powerhouse. That was the first time I ever saw him. When everybody in the audience knew his music, you know what I'm saying? And I was amazed by that. Because Philly is a cutthroat town.
Right.
A lot of rappers we don't support each other like we're supposed to.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when he came, this was before he hooked up with, Rick Ross and T.I. and all of them.
Okay.
I was like, man, this cat. Somebody was thinking the same thing I was thinking. Who is this dude? You got 20,000 people singing your mixtape.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's something.
But he was hot for a minute in the streets.
Exactly.
Before he dropped the one that really went big locally, was In My Bag.
Yeah.
That was probably a lot of people first time hearing it, but he was grinding for years before that.
Right.
Hard underground grind.
Yeah. And that Philly grind is like I've been checking for you, and I've been watching your videos, and I see that same sort of hunger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Again, my man, what's the boy name? A.R. Ad.
Right.
Now, A.R. Ad was you remind me of him.
Okay.
You remind me of him, but A.R. Ad is one of those guys that the industry was kind of afraid of him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like with Beans.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because what he raps about, he lives it. You know what I mean? Now, it's one thing to rap about, the streets from I used to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? When you rap about it like I do now, people, they don't want, you know what I'm saying? So it's sort of like a double-edged sword where you want to be accepted for being authentic, but you don't want to scare people away.
Right.
You know what I mean? We trying to get some money out of these folks. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get some money out of these folks, man. So how do you make that transition? What do you do to make that transition from the streets to corporate?
But see, like the hard thing for me is like I make so much different kinds of music. I got like the mixtape DJs, they just want to hear the street L Black. Then the regular people want to hear the songs. So like, but what I gotta do, I gotta balance it more, because if you trap yourself in a category, they not gonna accept you for making real records. That's why a lot of people can't make them and sell. They like, oh, you made this, that's whack. So you gotta give them a mixture of everything until they get used to one sound.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Unless somebody like Meek Mills put you on one of his hits.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what we lacking in Philly. I don't see Philly cats coming back, grabbing somebody hot and pulling them up.
But I don't know if that fall under that Philly cat. Don't want to see other Philly cats come up. That fall into like you gotta want to be a CEO. You gotta want to put other artists on. So a lot of artists that ain't what they want to do. That ain't their lane. They don't hear talent like, oh, I need to put them on. They just rappers.
Yeah.
I noticed that happen a lot with the East Coast cats, like the South cats. They come out a couple years later, they try and start a label. Ain't too many people up here who really do that.
Right.
I don't know why, but I think that's something you gotta want to do. You gotta be in CEO mode. You gotta want to put other hot artists on. I don't know if that's him or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's to me, that's like the blueprint of how to do it.
That's how you get rich.
You know what I'm saying? That's like the blueprint of how to do it. You know what I mean? You get on, you go back to the hood, and you find those hot rappers that's doing it big in Philly, and you bring them with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Look at Jay-Z did it. He came over here and took everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Back in the 90s. You know.
Well, see, that's how you hit that bracket with the Jay-Z's and the Puffies. Unless you get the endorsement deals, a lot of them put artists on. They got a lot of money off other artists.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the Master P.
Yeah.
He like 2-3 years. He been grinding forever, but 2-3 years he was worth $400 million.
Exactly.
When he went national. That's because he put his whole hood on. He had like 40 acts on No Limit.
Right.
And the label just went under, but he was already rich.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's one thing that we are missing. Like it's sort of like, you know, crabs in the barrel. Nobody wants to see the next guy succeed. You know what I mean? And I support everybody. If somebody want to come on this show, man, I come on.
I like everybody that's hot. We need them to come over here though if they nice. You gotta get down. See, I hear everybody that's hot, and I show the artists love. Like me, I respect artists for the music. Like I'm one of them type people. You just what I hear coming off the speakers. Your music is make you who you are. I know everybody. They got their investors, their money behind them, but I don't care about that. Like if you that next nigga, I think you the next. I can't say that here.
That's cool.
But if you him, that's who you are already to me. Yeah. Like I don't need other people to co-sign you for you to be that.
Right.
When I hear you, you already that.
Right.
We just gotta let them know that. You know what I mean? That's how I be thinking on that. Like I like hearing hot artists.
Yeah. What do you think of Young Sick?
Young Sick?
Yeah.
He's nice, real nice. Never heard his music. I seen him perform once, and I heard him in cyphers.
Okay.
But he retarded with it. I would love to hear some more music, but I don't see the links out there. But he's nice.
Yeah.